Hey there, and welcome at the fourth episode of Otrax Empire in Distant Worlds 2. We're playing with the Agdarians, and we have just fought off an attack on our homeworld. So let's unpause it and see what the game brings us. As I mentioned, we kind of want to get through to the point where we can upgrade our ships with better drives so we can leave the system. In the meantime, I want to make sure that we are well defended against any pirate attacks. And in order for that, we have a pretty well equipped, or I would say pretty well numbered fleet out there. In terms of cash, we're doing fine. In terms of cash flow, we're not. So that is something we need to address, and we most likely address that by paying off less pirates. As we are saying that, we're actually getting attacked again on our home colony, which is why our fleet is moving into position. Who's attacking us? Of course, again, the Lone League. Alright. And it is not attacking us on the side where we have our space station, which is a pity because the space station at this moment is the most power we have. Alright, let's see if we can fight this off. We're getting more ships into place. But they're attacking us with quite a number of ships actually. So, alright, let's hopefully take this ship out first while they move in position to take out the second ship. And this seems to be going quite well. I don't think we have lost any ships yet, but we'll check up on that later. Or they're focusing down this ship first, which is the order that I gave them, so that's fine. And done it is. Perfect. Right, I must say our fleet is performing quite well. All these little escorts, they got quite some power in them. Awesome. This ship is also destroyed. What is this? This ship under construction. Was that it? It looks like it. No, we still have a ship here on this side as well. Oh, we actually have multiple pirates that are fighting with each other. Is the Black Ravagers, have we paid them to protect us? I think we have. Have a look. The Black Ravagers, yeah, we have a protection pack with them. So at least they are doing that. Where's our fleet? Alright, our fleet's moving into position. A pretty intense start. We're pumping out more and more escorts. But after this batch is done, I want to take it easy on the escorts, because they do take maintenance and we need to look after our economy as well. This is just the beginning of our empire. Alright, focus it down please. How's the ally ship doing? Okay, alright. And should be going down. Alright, let's get yourself repaired and refueled. In the meantime, we have a... Let's pause it for a second, because I think we have a few mining stations that are under attack. Where are we being attacked? The Last Council. Yeah, so both the Lone League and the Lost Council, they are giving us a pretty hard time. Do we want to send our fleet out to here already, or do we want to give them a chance to prepare themselves and catch their breath? What about new ships that are being pumped out? Do we have anything that is not in a fleet yet? Yes, we have. Let's assign them to the first fleet and control them all manually. Alright. So I believe all our warships are now in the fleet and all set to manual. Yeah. What is our current strength for this fleet? 383. Okay, that's decent. So I'm gonna give them a second to repair and all. And also for the new production to be pumped out. I think from our home planet, yeah, still constructing the last escort, which we can also already assign to Fleet 1 and give them manual control for when it comes out. Yes, please, build some new mining stations. System maps recovered. While salvaging a hull section in the Nugdra system, we have made the following discovery. We have found a detailed map of the following system, Shatun. And which system is that? Would that be the home planet? Shatun, that's here. Okay, we got a map. Do we got a home? I want to know where the space station is of those pirates. Those two that have been attacking us. So we can at least prepare for counter attack. But I don't think we have that location yet. Oh, this is a good... Where's that? MS4 Nugdra 6. That is a decent... Sure. Where's Nugdra 6? Here. Yes, please. We've got the new resources. Some shaggy brown white fur. Okay. Sounds like a coconut. Okay, perfect. Whatever. Escort Nugdra Chaos is under attack. Of the murderous Fang fleet. Alright, so we're officially are getting attacked by the three pirate factions that we do not have any agreement with. Okay, I'm gonna try to buy at least them off, because I don't think, you know, we can fight them all three at the same time. If they don't like us enough. I must... Do I give them a gift? I don't want that. What if... No, I'm not gonna do that. Refuse. For now. Okay, how's our fleet doing? I do believe that at the moment when we actually how to say, like we have way more power than the pirate ships, that they will not attack us also, because they will know it's a lost cause. But yeah, I don't think we're there yet. But refuel, please. Prepare yourself. They all taken some minor damage, I think. Yeah, a little bit, but not too much. Alright, let's pause this. I want to actually have a look at the victory settings, the victory conditions. So in order to win the game, we have four factors, so to say: economy, population, territory, and the Agdarian race victory conditions. We need to get the victory threshold up to 60. And each of those four components, if you will, they can give a max of 25%, total of 100%, but you need to get to 60 in order to win the game. So the first faction, and we haven't met anyone else, so you can't see the rest, but once we have met other factions, then we'll see also their progress. The first one who makes it to 60, which is this little bar here, wins the game. Simple and easy. The economy. So the Empire Private Economy generates 75% of the galaxy. If you make that, then you get the 25%. Right now we get 2% because we're making 5% of the galaxy total. I'm not sure, I forgot how many factions we're playing with. I thought it was 12, which means that roughly you need to be around 7% to be an average, if that makes sense. So right now our private economy is below average. And then we have the, you need to control 75% of the galaxy's population. You need to control 75% of the galaxy, the colonies. Right now we have one colony, and I think they all have one colony. That's why it's hovering at 7%. And then maybe the most interesting one, that is your race victory condition. So let's have a look at those. You must perform the most research in the galaxy. Right now we are doing a good job in that, as we have a progress of 98%. Own the largest capital ship in the galaxy. Capital ship is the last tier of the military ships. And I assume largest means the hull size or the total components in the ship. But that will be far away. Control the one largest ocean colonies in the galaxy. Not sure what is meant by largest, whether it's population or whether it's sheer size of the planet, but I don't know. We'll deal with that. We'll look into that when it becomes relevant. It's not relevant yet. And have the most researched treaties in the galaxy. So those are our race victory conditions. So on and off, we'll have a look here at the victory conditions to see how we're doing and how we're scaling up, how we're comparing to the rest, and hopefully progress to a victory or a loss. We'll see with that. Like I said, I'm playing on hard. I have not played on hard. I will definitely not say I'm a specialist and expert in this game, so you know, we'll see how we're doing. I do want to see it through though. Either we're gonna win or we're gonna lose, or we're gonna encounter a game-breaking bug. Either of those three. Nothing else is gonna stop this playthrough of our Arcturians. I also want to rename our planet. There was one suggestion in the comments. Many thanks for that. To name it Aquaterra, because it is a ocean planet. So that makes sense, and I like your thinking. I do want to rename it, not exactly Aquaterra. I want to call it Aquaria, which I thought was kind of cool name, and it sounds a little bit like aquarium. Not sure if I like that, but Aquaria. And I want to see if when we start to colonize other planets, kind of keep it in theme and think of some names that relate either closely or remotely to water or ocean or things like that. So thanks for that suggestion. I do like that, and I do appreciate that. It's a new channel I am setting up, so every comment, every like, you know, every subscription is much appreciated. We have a new ambassador, and we actually appoint ambassadors to pirate factions as well. Let's have a look at that. Characters, their leader, ambassador. Can we? No, we can't. Okay, all right. So they'll just have to wait here until we get some places where they can be utilized. On the pirate front, it seems to be more Oh, I want to say seems to be more quiet. I missed this. Oh, that's great. I see my my escorts are more alert than I am, which is great. So they actually defended. Okay, wow, well done. While I was blabbing away about victory conditions and ambassadors, my fleet was defending our system. Okay, thank you. Well done, Admiral. I'm wondering why they all show in the red, which usually means that they've been damaged. I don't see any damage, only like less hull plating. Can we actually repair that? Because I've given them the repair order a few times, but it might just get interrupted the whole time because of these pirates attacks, of which one is coming in. So let's intercept. Who's this? Last Council. Last you are, sir. Last you are. All fighting does look pretty cool. I like it. Yeah. Oh, you're not getting out of here. This the last council as well. Looks like it, alright. And we got a small freighter that is under attack. Where's that? Is that... That's at our home planet. Oh, you're attacking us at two fronts. Alright, fine. Let's... The battle done here. Should be close to. Oh, this is... Wow. Okay, so we have fought them off, but they still stole something. Okay, let's get back to our home planet, please. Are we still under attack? No. Yeah, the spaceport is quite strong. So that's a good thing. Okay, I'm gonna give them again the order to repair. Built a new mining station. We are we are researching now the stable warp fields, and let's put it into crash research and speed it up. Also, I want to develop more weapons, missile weapons. And honestly, I have to do some proper research on the whole weapons thing. For now, we're seeming seems like we're doing fine, but I do want to do some more research to get a proper understanding of all those different types of weapons. Where's the fleet? Oh, they're coming back home. That's good. Yeah, perfect. How are we doing in terms of exploration? Because I can imagine most of our system has now been researched, or am I wrong? Like, what are you doing? All the asteroids? Yeah, that's gonna take a while. Gonna take a while. Oh yeah, how are we doing with this ship? It's taking a long time to rebuild this stranded ship. Which I also actually wanted to just scrap and get the research buffs. We're getting attacked here again at our home planet, but we can easily defend this. I mean, they're being quite aggressive, these pirates, but they're not getting a whole lot done. Oh, you got away? Okay, good for you. Thought we would have had that. So building a few more mining stations. I give them again the order to repair. I want to buy a few construction ships. How are we actually doing in our construction ships? Oh, production ships. Yes. So we got a few without a mission. Oh, because they're being constructed, alright. We still have two without. But that's alright. We're once we start to leave this system, they're gonna be very, very busy. So let's prepare for that. Let's get some additional exploration ships out as well. Yeah. And basically a waiting game to get our stable warp fields. I think most of these planets we should have researched by now. Are we not? Oh, we already have a station here. Right. So, how about our private economy? Like, how many freighters do we have out there now? 40? Okay. Some without any mission. Out. That's good. How are we doing in terms of financing? So, yeah, we still get some new ship orders in, which is keeping our cash healthy. And I also see that we actually, the negative cash flow has decreased, which is great. You just need to keep an eye out on the private economy cash flow. That's very important. That's where I messed up once before. Let's see how happy our home colony is. I can imagine they're maybe not too happy because of the pirate attacks. But okay, doesn't look too bad. High corruption. Yeah, can't do much about it at this moment. We can increase the tax a little bit. Alright. Lone League Officers Protection. I don't think so. I don't think. Alright. I want to build some more troops as well. Just to have them ready. If needed. Because they take quite a while to be trained, to be built up. We got quite a bunch of mining stations. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, they all mine Caslan as well, so that's pretty good. Now then, at least in the vicinity of our home planet, we will never be out of fuel, and our ships can refuel at all those mining stations. So that's great. Being under attack. Wow, look at the response rate of our fleet. Very good. What's going on? Our mining station. Oh, it's taking damage. Pretty strong ship, I guess. Where's the fleet? Oh, this is not good. Don't want to lose the mining station. Seems to be quite a number of resources that we get from here. Okay, there we are. Right. Oh, they've this station, yeah. They've looted it. 6,000 credits. And it took off. Alright. Good for you. Stole my money and ran. Like a thief in the night. Sure. Where's this construction ship going? Oh, you're gonna build a mining station here. Right. At least that's what I think it will do. Nuke 9. Yeah. Yeah, it's built. No. No, I will not. This guy is now repaired. Oh. Cannot. We give them the command to get repaired. I can't. Why not? We don't have the materials, or they're just not... You can't repair armor. Is that something that is automatically restored in the ship itself? Is that it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Just know that they cannot repair themselves here. They can refuel and they can guard. Home base is our home planet, Varia. Do we see a history of our research? I don't think. I mean, I can see what we have researched in total, but I don't see what is the last thing that we have researched. That doesn't. Just want to get the stable warp fields done. That's basically where the game begins. That's basically where the game begins. We get to explore out other systems, meet other independent colonies, meet other factions, find the hideout of pirates, and yeah, that is basically where the game begins. Have another look at our location here. Pretty alright. I think I said it before. I kind of like it. You know, we can move into the core, which would be my plan A, I guess. You know, slowly move towards the core of the galaxy. If things are getting really tense or whatever not, we can also just settle down in the second ring. And if we really struggle, we can either even try to move out a little bit to the outer ring. I kind of want to try to keep it, you know, small or packed. Densely packed is maybe a better way to describe it. And kind of avoid us being spread out throughout the whole galaxy. But that has been my intention in a few other Distant Worlds 2 playthroughs as well, and it did not always work out like that, but we'll see. But I obtained a map of this system, but apparently that doesn't give you a lot of information. Alright, seems to be all quiet now. It's great. Let's get our let's get our fleet back to the home planet. Guard. Does it move there when I say guard? Yeah, great. I was wondering where it got the Caslan, because this is not being provided by the planet, but the freighters will also move around Caslan to all the mining stations whenever possible and whenever sufficient, which means that you can then refuel at your mining stations as well. The wider you'll be spread throughout the galaxy, the tougher that will get though. Okay, accept. Sure. As far as I know, there's not really a negative consequence of having, I don't know, maybe too many mining stations. So why are we suddenly getting so many? But if anyone knows of any negative effects that might have, do let me know. But I'm not aware of any. The more mining stations you have, the more resources they will gather. The more resources they will gather, the more the private economy needs to move around. And the more the private economy needs to move around, the more traders they'll need, and that brings in money for us. Okay, we're getting attacked here. Nidra 9, this is our new mining station. It just got built. And I noticed our fleet didn't immediately move to it. I'm not sure why. Maybe because I set it to guard? Oh, it left? Did it plunder us already? No. Why did it run? Why did it run? Hey, there we go. Okay, we got the stable warp fields research completed. So what I want to do immediately is pause the game and design our escorts with the updated piece of equipment. So we'll click upgrade, and what I think it does then automatically already or should automatically include the warp, which it doesn't. Oh wait, here it is. No. Yeah, warp, bubble, but why does it still have the skip drive? That doesn't make... Oh wait, sorry, I'm looking at it all wrong. We have to look here, of course. Yeah, so it already equipped the warp bubble generator. What we see though is that it gives an issue for our reactor output. This new warp drive is much more demanding. I mean, it gets us way further out, but it's also more demanding in terms of energy, and we don't have enough energy. So what we'll need to do is probably add another space reactor. The issue is though, we don't have any free slot. So maybe we need to move out fuel, but that might cause a lot of issues as well as our ships being stranded without fuel somewhere. Let me see how we're doing on the crew capacity. If we can maybe... What if we take out one crew basic systems? Which means that we have a shortage of crew capacity, but then maybe we can... So we need to lower our crew with 13 people. And what if we take out one directional thruster? How many? Oh, that's only 2. It's only 10, so that's not... How much is the fuel? How many people? Fuel also, it only takes 2. Ah, tricky. What about the proximity sensor array also? Alright, I'm gonna take out the basic fuel cell. It is what it is. And put back the basic crew system. Oh, another cargo bay. Where is it? Crew. Yeah, right. Was it top speed is lower than average? Okay. Empire-wide average. But these are the only military ships. Yeah, whatever. Maneuvering turn rate is lower and you have to mix it. So save this and let's call this the Galaxy Escort. Now able to traverse itself throughout the galaxy, or at least part of it. So that's that. What I then want you to do is retrofit yourself immediately. So the fleet will retrofit itself, and by right also the other ships should. Let's have a look at the exploration ships. Yeah, they're all going back to retrofit. So those all got automatically, those designs got automatically equipped with the latest hyperdrive. I also want to queue up the a better fuel source. Yes. And also a better reactor. Where are the reactors? The engines. Space reactors, yes. Which will provide more more power, basically. So those will be research as well. I'm gonna crash these as well. Just to get through the research tree a little bit faster. And okay, those are on the construction, they're being retrofitted. So I want to leave it for this episode. I try to keep my episodes around half an hour. Sometimes maybe a little bit longer, but I think half an hour is a nice time. So that's it for this one. And I hope to see you guys in the next episode, where we're actually gonna start exploring outside of the system into the galaxy. So thank you for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this, give me your comments, and subscriptions would be very much appreciated. Thank you for watching and enjoy your day.